and welcome to Spyro the Dragon. This is so much more mainstream and famous than I normally play on this channel. I saw a screenshot of this recently on social media and went, yeah, this looks cute and fun and sweet and wholesome, and I've been ill recently, so I choose what I play.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000? What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Simple! He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
And I'm in the game! That was quick. I was expecting a much longer cutscene. This was back in the 1990s. They did things a lot quicker then. Plot, story, that didn't really matter quite as much. I get to roll around as a cool dragon. That's all you need. I will say, I find Spyro's voice a lot less cute than his face.
I don't like how he kind of sounds like this. Dude, my friends like totally got turned into crystals.
Hello, Nestor. I'm assuming this is a good thing to do.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Gnasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I recognize that voice. And I'm 99% sure Clancy Brown was in that cutscene at the very beginning. This might have an actual cast. Once again, I have gone virtually blind into this. I know almost nothing about this game. I don't know who's in it. I don't really even know what this game is about, other than a cute purple dragon who goes bleh and shoots fire out of his mouth. Oh, and I can glide. I know that's a mechanic. Spyro the Dragon is a 1998 platformer developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony for the PlayStation. You already know this. I'm the only one who's never played this game. It looks sweet, I think. Oh no. Is this a collect-em-up? Is this like a Banjo-Kazooie? Because I have been disparaging of that genre in the past. But honestly, so far, just running around is quite satisfying. I guess I'll free this guy too.
Where's Gnasty Gnorc? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Sort of a Navi-esque figure. And I don't mean the horrible blue men in that James Cameron franchise. I mean the Zelda thing. Can I talk to you at all? Also, that was definitely Clancy Brown. Can I need to figure out the controls. Hang on, I don't have a manual up for this or anything, so I'm assuming because this is very obviously geared towards small children, I will be able to figure out the controls. However, I am famously an idiot. Okay, I can roll from side to side, like a Dark Souls character. Maybe this is the precursor to Dark Souls. I can fly and glide. I can do a cool run with my horns out, center my camera like a Zelda. Okay, I've figured out combat. Ooh, and there's magical portals. This one is called Stone Hill. Are you actually trying to fight me, or are you just gonna run away? If you're just trying to run away, then I actually feel kind of bad about it. Oh, I'm a murderer. I will say, Spyro is fairly bloodthirsty right off the bat. I was kind of expecting Spyro's personality, just because of how he looks, to be a bit more cutesy and like, oh, I wonder what to do. No, Spyro's like, I'm gonna kill them all. I've been waiting for this opportunity. I can save the game! Or replay the dragon. I don't need to do that. I mean, I'm guessing I just free dragons and collect gems. Although, I haven't actually been told to collect gems. Maybe this is a social experiment. I've just been told to free my friends, but maybe I just get distracted. Oh, can I jump that high? Not really. I always find it quite disorientating, and it's a very specifically PS1 thing. The way that the polygons shift depending on your vision. The game was one of the first to utilize different levels of detail, LOD, based on distance and viewpoint, which allowed for bigger, more open spaces and the ability to glide across them. NASA scientist Matt Whiting was brought in to help program the movement and make sure players didn't throw up, and most of the game's code was written in assembly to make sure it was fast and small enough for the PlayStation to handle. Because I never had a PlayStation as a kid. Well, I had a PlayStation for about 2 weeks when I was a child, and then I believe my dad tried to mod it or hack it and ended up breaking it. So I don't really remember the PlayStation 1, and I never had another console aside from the Wii, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I associate this look with PS1 games. Shifting and wobbling with the textures. I'm assuming it's like a memory thing. I made it up, by the way, and I didn't even get frustrated. Eee! Let's go look for some dragons. Maybe in this big archway. Kill. Oh! I am also incredibly bad at using a controller. Because I didn't have a console growing up, I only really know how to use keyboard and mouse. I'm awful at a controller. I can barely function with it. Especially when a game like this is old enough that it doesn't use analog sticks. I am exclusively using a D-pad right now. It feels alien to me. Hello, balloon boy. Marco the balloonist. If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world. Well, I've done 2. Can I go like a little bit up? Like 1/5 of the way there? Oh, don't fall, you drown! Oh no, hang on. Did that not save any progress? It seems to have saved what I've gathered. That's good. Thank you, game. That's uncharacteristically generous of a 90s video game. Alright, where are these other dragons? Do I have to go into, like, Stonehill? No, the sheep! I didn't mean to kill the sheep. I didn't think they would just die like that. I suppose I am a dragon. Speaking of which, I'm a dragon. I haven't breathed fire on an enemy once. There we go. What do you do? That seems much worse. That didn't kill him nearly as quickly as the others. Please jump. Please just... Oh, the controls. Just... Okay, jump. Then I'm gonna have to center the camera after each jump. There is a reason I don't do platformers. Oh. Don't glide. That will ruin your life. Oh, come on. Music's nice. Oh, that's one thing I know about this game. The music. Q-fact. The game's music was composed by Stuart Copeland of The Police fame. When I get commissioned by the Pittsburgh Symphony to write a concerto for their orchestra, I reach back to Spyro for some of those tunes I wrote in the heat of the moment. They're some of my most affecting music. His son now works for Insomniac. When asked if he was a gamer, he replied, "No, not really." Now, I cut away because that fact was playing. I have fallen another 4 times in that time. Ah, thank God. I'm so unreasonably happy. Alright, let's go down here. More dragons, please. Probably all played by Clancy Brown. He's got a dragon-y voice. I like his voice. I know he plays villains a lot, but I imagine he'd be nice to just, like, have a story read to you. Doesn't feel like a dragon-y name.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Oh, his little face. I mean, that's 3. We're already 1/3 of the way through the game, I would say. I don't actually know how long this game is. It's a game for children. I think games were a bit shorter back then. Unless they were for the turbo nerds. You know, there was always long video games. I'm looking at every CRPG. I think there was maybe slightly less of an expectation that games would be 25 to 30 hours long at a minimum. So maybe this just ends after we get the 10 dragons. Oh! I can't be getting spooked by things like that. This is a game for infants. Oh, really had to work hard to stop myself from swearing there. YouTube would not have been happy. Kill. Hurt. Maim. It's all very cutesy. But I imagine being burned like that has got to be one of the most painful ways to die imaginable. I think I would take almost any other death than being burned. Oh, I think that's how we get those chests. I'm already getting into it, and I didn't think I would. Because I've said before, on stream or on video, that I view collect-em-ups as, like, the lowest form of gameplay. Just above visual novels, I would say. It's the sort of gameplay you inject into your video game when you can't think of anything else. Just have him run over dots! It's like Pac-Man, but for 90s radicals. But there is something disturbingly addictive about it. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't like it, generally. I like watching him go up, not for any sort of lewd reason. It's the same sort of feeling as when you see a cat on a glass table, and you look under the glass table and you see its little feet squished against it. Oh, stop gliding, you absolute prick! The frozen dragons are like, why isn't he saving me? Oh! I can only assume I've reached the point of fast forwarding. Sorry, future me, you have to watch this. Yes! It is a special sort of hell when you're this bad at video games to record and then edit yourself playing those video games. It's like looking into a mirror that shows your own failures. Let's go to the town square. I'm sure there'll be more dragons there. The Clancy Bound Dragon at the start said they had like 15,000 treasure, but I don't really know what that means. Like, am I gonna have to... Chickens! Hello, chickens! I don't want to kill the chickens if it's at all possible. Maintain the chickens' health and happiness, and maybe, if possible, squish their little sides gently until they go, ooh. Ooh, I love that MIDI bass. And another dragon! 2 dragons! We're like halfway done, I think. I don't know what this dragonfly is doing, by the way. Is he like auto-targeting? I was told, keep an eye out for the dragon. You'll watch him as he helps you, and he just hasn't.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
What are they?
Again, people are gonna think I'm joking. I'm not. What is L2 and R2 on a controller? Is it the triggers? It is the triggers! I hadn't pressed them yet. Did the PlayStation 1 controller have triggers? Apparently it did. Also, it's inverted, which makes me very upset. Why did old people like inverted controls so much? Every time I play an old game, it has inverted controls. Press up to look down and stuff. Like you're, I guess, tilting the character's head instead of like using your own directions. It's something that the elderly, by which I mean 40 plus among us, really enjoy for some reason. Are we evil? I'm having like a Mitchell and Webb are we the baddies moment. Because these bulls and chickens and sheep and whatever the things were that were holding those sacks, none of them seemed to be particularly dangerous. What is this? Am I supposed to like do that and then jump into it? I am! I figured out a mechanic on my own. I am ridiculously proud of myself, which is so sad. What are you? Are you a mimic? Is this Dungeons and Dragons? I got some sort of trophy. I don't know what that does. There's so many different forms of currency in this. It's like a modern mobile game, except I can't plug my credit card numbers into it.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
It always sort of existentially freaks me out when characters mention buttons in the game. I'm not to sound like a horrible, angry video game reviewer. It breaks my immersion in this children's game. It just kind of puts me on edge. Like, you know you're in a game. It's lessened by the fact that they had microphones and cameras at the beginning. Insomniac Games was founded in 1994 and was embarrassingly called Extreme Software for a while. Despite working closely with both Sony and Microsoft and creating several licensed titles for both, they managed to stay independent until they were bought out in 2019 by Sony. The partial source for that fact was an article called Always Independent, the story of Insomniac Games, which is retrospectively quite sad. I mean, like this guy. This guy's running from... Oh no, he's a matador, kill him. I was about to say, I feel sorry for him, because he's running from the bull. Nah, he's horrible. He's more evil than us. At least we're putting him out of his misery quick. What is that horrible laughter? Sounds like evil pixies. I can't... Is it something up there? I hate it, whatever it is. I'm filled with an incandescent rage that must be quenched. Chickens! I need to kill the bulls for reasons, because they contain money. I don't know if I have health in this game. So far the only thing I've died to is drowning. I'll figure out the mechanics at some point, I'm sure. What does that say? Return home? No, we're 100%ing this. I'm not returning home yet. We're up to 6 dragons so far. 5, 6? I can't actually remember how many. I've lost count.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
No.
He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
I think there's a temptation to make fun of that, like how exaggerated he was. However, we are dragons. He basically stole a baby. People would get upset if you stole a baby. I mean, it happens. I mean, let's be honest, a baby is probably fairly easy to steal. Like, I think I could steal a baby if I wanted to. Now, I hate children. Okay, hang on, I think I might be able to glide across there. I hate children, so I wouldn't steal a baby. But I think I could. Oh, I'm smart. Did you see that? You stole a baby. Give it back. Don't fall and die, please, Spyro. Where'd he go? I can hear his taunting laughs. Hang on, the baby can wait. I mean, it's not even like a real baby. I guess it's more like if you stole an embryo from somebody while they were asleep. We don't really have a good analog because we're mammals. Where am I going exactly? I can't, like, look up and down. Oh, that's so irritating. Just jump off here, I guess. And I can jump across to there. Okay, hang on. First, I should find this blue boy. Kill him. Oh, he went back up! Oh, that's the worst thing he could have done. I basically don't know where I am anymore. Do I have a ranged weapon? My fire goes a little bit. He's so quick. I don't know what to do about you. I might go get this other dragon first. Die. Friend, do you have a way of shooting an arrow at that man?
Thank you for releasing me.
No, you don't care at all about the missing baby. You horrible bastard. I love my tiny little wings. I've only just really noticed them. Look how small they are. I guess that's the reason we can only glide. We're built a little bit like a bumblebee. Bumblebee's famously one of the most adorable animals, so makes sense why they went with that design. Ah! Maybe we attack from the bottom. I'm always doing that. This was a bad idea! I can't look up a walkthrough in this game. Look at it. People will come and hit me with sticks. Hit him. It doesn't reach! And I can't outrun him. Maybe I just keep chasing him. Just keep going. He goes off here. We go down this way. Ah, nope. I saw him run past me as I did it. Oh! I forgot I have a run button! I mean, I still missed, but I forgot I had that. That would have helped. The chickens are laughing at me. Kill him! Oh, Spyro! This won't defeat me. Yes! I'm assuming a lot of that was cut for you. That took me upwards of 7 minutes. What do I even do with this now that I have it? I guess I just go home? The dragon's gone. Maybe I replay the dragon and he'll be like, "You found the egg!"
And he's stolen a dragon egg! You've got to track.
Never mind. I'll give this to like some friendly pigeons or something and they can raise it. The chickens love sitting on things. I think that's like 7 dragons, by the way. Yeah, it says up at the top there. I've only just noticed that bit of the UI. Yippee. Oh, they're back! What is this that you dropped? Oh, that's more lives! It's like if I get enough of them, it fills in a life meter, probably. I'm figuring out the game. I'm like a real 90s baby. Radical. Bodacious. I like pogs. You know, things 90s kids say. I remember 9/11. Smash. Embarrassingly, I had never put it together before this video that this is the same Insomniac that now makes all those very shiny Marvel games. They also did Ratchet & Clank, which I know absolutely nothing about, except that it's about some sort of hideous rat creature, and it's beloved by people who are slightly older than me. Oh, there's another dragon right here that I didn't even notice. Right around the corner from where I began. Hello, Argos. I don't think you exist anymore.
Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Do I feel I'm ready? I'm not really sure. There's a boss. Also, I've 100%ed this area. God, I'm being a little sweat lord about this. I was going to cut all this, but I think I should be shamed. I went, oh, before I want to go into the boss, I should go and find those last 2 gems, because I suspect there's only 100 in this little area. Ugh, I should be bullied. My lunch money should be taken away. I'd like to save before I go in here, because I feel I may need it. Thank you, miss. Toasty. Alright, let's go find Toasty. Toasty. That's a reference that gamers say sometimes, and I don't actually know where it's from. Oh, hello. You're an old druidy shepherd. Oh, you're angry at me, I think. Ooh, I'm not gonna hurt your dogs. Relax. I have no quarrel with you. Oh, Jesus, you have a quarrel with me, though. Am I supposed to kill you? I think I am. I don't feel great about it. I'm gonna hurt a dog, I guess. Spyro's a horrible little freak, isn't he? Here, kill these old men and their dogs. Oh, I've been hurt. Am I losing lives when I get squished? Ow. Okay, I need to very sneakily creep out here so I don't fall into the endless abyss. I don't know what's under me. Lava? Could be lava, it's a video game. They love lava. Ow. Ooh. That music just kicked in a way that really activated my neurons. I actually said ooh out loud. That wasn't a bit. You can tell this is the guy who wrote Synchronicity. Did I just die? I just died. Oh my god. Okay. That is my punishment for getting too into Stuart Copeland. Oh, is my dragonfly has changed colors. Is that like, you have low health? Watch out. I don't know what that did. I don't know what he was just doing to me. Ow! Christ, stop it. It's like Dark Souls. I can rapid fire more than I have been. Turns out. Ooh, it's back. Sorry, I did it again. Die. Ooh, don't squish me! I am making that face that Patrick Bateman makes in that one meme from American Psycho right now. It's actually genuinely inspiring. Oh, that's another dragon. We have 8 dragons done. Woo! The old men are useless. Give me 100 old men and I'll toast them all. Nevin. Oh, you get bullied by the other dragons, don't you?
Gnasty Gnorc has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
My partner was talking about this the other day. She said she found it really odd that video games use the terminology boss. And I said, well, I think it's just the idea that they're in charge of the other monsters. And she was like, nah, I think it might be like an anti-workplace sentiment. I could see both. Oh my god, you look horrifying. Hello. First I'm gonna take out your dog. Or get smushed by him, that too. Did I just die? I just died. That went really well. There was a sheep in his chest. We all saw that, right? There's a little sheep in there. Is that why he's called Toasty? Because he's toasty. Hello. I don't know why I said ow when I hurt him. And then toast him up. I don't want to kill a sheep. I like sheep. I think they're cute and squishable. Cuter than dogs, at least. I don't really like dogs. Kill. That can't have been it, can it? that was remarkably easy. That was it! 100 out of 100. I 100%ed another level. I'm just that good at video games, everyone. I think this game might rock. I know I'm the last person in the world to come to this conclusion. This game is almost as old as I am. But I think it might rock. I think I might really genuinely like it. Especially, and I know that there's going to be some capital G gamers who come to me. Wrong phrasing. I know there's some capital G gamers out there who are going to be upset by this, but especially if it's this easy, I feel like sometimes a very easy game just hits the spot. You just want to run around in some nice colourful fields. Especially, I lived through the era of every game being a brown military shooter. Like, it's nice to have just colourful fields and a little guy who goes, wah, get some sheep. It's nice, it's pleasant, it's wholesome. Makes me feel good. I have heard this described by people on the internet as a comfort game, and I can see why. I'm gonna kill this guy over here for some lives. I think the last place to go in this area is Stony Hills, or whatever it's called, Stone Hill. There's probably one more dragon in here. I think this might be where we were meant to go in the first place, because it seems like it's right next to where you start. There was a movie. I think Sean Connery played the voice of a CG dragon. The idea was kicking around to do a game sort of inspired by that. It was going to be realistic and kind of dark and gritty. It'd be about dragons. Thank God things changed. Do I see a dragon? No, I see some adorable rams. Maybe I should watch Babe again. This is kind of like Babe, if Babe was a homicidal maniac. Ow! I can do that too. I should be having my neck broken by that, because it's quite spindly, but apparently I have magic. I'm a dragon. There's no way I'm able to breathe fire without magic, right? Unless it's Discworld rules, where they like eat coal and stuff and compost it down into flames. If you were wondering about my nerd credentials, I've now referenced Discworld. Also, if I look to my left, not in-game, but if I look to my left, I can see at least 6 pieces of artwork related to the Discworld series on my wall. I feel like if I go down this well, I might die. Yeah, I didn't die! And I found the other dragon! I'm amazing! Gavin, come on, these aren't dragon names.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
That really hasn't elucidated to me the function of this dragonfly. When he eats butterflies, he gains strength. What the hell does that mean? Also, there's a hidden chest in here. I assume I'll have to find a key. Bye! I kind of want to rub Spyro's belly. Again, I'm begging you to not construe that in a weird way. I mean in a totally platonic way. With consent, because he's clearly a sapient creature. Oh, there's another dragon. We're gonna fulfill our quota and then some. So many dragons. Lindar is more of a dragon name.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
How old are we in dragon terms? Like, this could be like an elf. I recently played a game called Neverwinter Nights 2 and made an elf character. And I think they're meant to be in like their late teens, early 20s. But because it's an elf, It's set at 120 years old. So it might be the same deal with dragons. Like, we could be 500 years old, but we're still like 9. Seems a bit kiddie. I mean, we're tiny. We're the size of an infant. But I don't know how dragons' life cycles work. I wasn't that particular kind of nerd. Oh, I accidentally killed some sheep. A buddy is eating butterflies. Now, what does that do for you? I still don't know. Another dragon. End the return home space. I don't think anyone's ever been as good at a video game as I am at this. Astor, another good dragon name.
After you freed all
At least it's not like Dave.
pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
This is very obviously the one we were meant to do first. It's giving us all the tutorialization. I'd never found a key to get into that chest, but I guess we didn't need to right now. Maybe we'll get that later. Bye. I think I'm going to take a little balloon trip. Are these meant to be frogs, do we think? Wearing little hats? Because they are jumping up and down. I also like frogs. I don't want to kill frogs either. Hello, Mr. Balloon Man. Fly me away. I can't remember what your voice was. Some sort of American cartoon character, I'm sure. Well done, Spyro. I didn't think you could do it. You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. That sounds ominous. Let's go. Did I do it? How do I get in? Ah! Not like that. Ah! I say, oh, that would probably be quite annoying. A bit like when a cat jumps onto your shoulder unexpectedly. Like they're slightly too big for it to be comfortable, and you go, ugh. And then because you flinch, they dig their claws in, like, why are you bucking me off? And it's like, because you jumped on my shoulder. I'm not a huge cat person. They're fine. Oh, you're
Welcome
huge.
to Peacekeeper, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Do you ever look at a character
treasure.
and just
Got
know in your soul that furry fan art has been drawn of them? That is a body built for E621, and I barely even know what that is, but I can feel it in my bones. Spyro was originally named Pete, but it didn't take long for our publisher's lawyers to tell us that Disney had a movie called Pete's Dragon, and there was no way that that was going to fly. I've only just noticed while recording this that the source for this is a guy named Pete. I wonder if he's upset about this. Are these dressed like French colonials? Ow! You absolute prick. Okay, the difficulty has ramped up. I guess they're called this is the Peacekeeper's world, right? So this is there's gonna be some weird political stuff. Keep politics out of my video games. If I see a gay dragon, I will have a conniption fit. In a way, I don't know if this is gonna make a particularly great video. I've been recording for over an hour now. Large portions of that have just been me quietly enjoying myself. So they're not really interesting to watch. Like I said, this is more well-known and kind of as a result a lot better than most of the other games I play on this show. Like, I'm not fighting with the controls as much as I was worried about. I don't find Spyro as unbearably annoying as I could. I mean, there's not really a plot to speak of, let's be honest, but as far as, like, children's stuff goes, it's pretty fun. Oh, I can push this, can I? Can I push this and fire the cannon? I can! Oh my god! I figured out a mechanic. I can twist things. And what was this archway over here? I didn't even pay attention to it. The dry canyon. So I guess this is like a new hub world. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me! Sorry, a little behind the scenes. I took a break a couple of minutes ago, seamlessly, to give the guinea pigs some hay. I have 2 guinea pigs, and I inhaled some hay dust, and so I might be a little bit more hoarse in the second bit of the video. Oh, what do you do again? Oh yeah, I just need to jump up and collect you. That's easy enough. I think that might be another mimic. Are you another balloon boy? Gosnold the balloonist. What are you? As in, what species are you? I don't mean to sound UKIP about it, but like, where are you from? Because I thought this was a world inhabited primarily by dragons. You look like you could be some sort of mole with those big hands, but that might just be a PS1 thing.
The Magic Crafters world is far away and very dangerous. Maybe if you find 1,200 stolen treasure, I'll show it to you.
That's quite a lot. 572. Oh my god. 9% of the way complete, I assume that means up in the corner? I've never pressed this button so far. Magnus is a proper dragon name. It might be more of a wizard game.
Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you.
Has he?
Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Do dragonflies actually eat butterflies IRL? I don't know what dragonflies eat. I think dragonflies look cool, but I don't really know that much about them. Are dragonflies even carnivorous? Oh, I've sunk into the lake of black olives. That is a fate worse than death. I wish I liked olives. Black or green. Oh, don't do this to me! Because it makes me feel like a child that I don't. Dr. Shimp. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be recording. We will be doing Dr. Shimp before the end of this video. Every few years, I try olives again. Because I'm like, maybe this is the year that I finally get it. You know, like listening to a complicated jazz album. Sometimes you just don't get it at first. And you come back a couple of years later and you're like, now I understand, it's great. But it's never clicked for me with olives. I eat them and go, ew, like I'm 7 years old. And it makes me feel a little bit ashamed of myself. You might say, maybe you should learn to be more secure. Nah, doesn't sound like me. In an aggressively 90s review, it references The Prodigy and the term serious gamers is used more than once. Computer and Video Games magazine said, it's easily the best 3D platform game on the PlayStation. It looks great, it sounds good, it has many funny and imaginative characters. Are you locked? No, I don't know how to unlock you. Do I just melt you? Hang on, if I get you really warm and then crack you open. I don't think this is going to work. Somehow. Wait. Cannons. I wasn't actually expecting that to work. I'm so happy it did. It's like Doom. It auto-aims up and down. You don't have to worry about the X-axis. Y-axis? I can't remember. I make videos on YouTube. Do you actually genuinely expect me to know maths? If so, who's the real fool? Yes! It is still me, by the way. I get the buttons wrong, I would say constantly, still, because I don't really know how to use a controller. I may have mentioned that. Alright, let's go see Dr. Shimp, because he sounds fun. Confronting Dr. Shimp. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Shimp. I'm interested in hemp. Are you Dr. Shimp? Which one of you is... Oh, God! What was that? Did you just kill him? I don't know what you were. You just seemed to have some boys available to you. Oh, the music's doing the thing again. It's making me feel things. The main emotion it's making me feel is, hell yeah, I'm a dragon. But that's an emotion. It's a very complicated one. Once their little boys are gone, these women aren't much trouble. I guess maybe they're struck with grief, if these are their children. Or they could be love slaves, I don't know. Oh! I need to stop getting hit. I need to stop treating these like enemies and more like platforming objects. There we go, because I can hear them dying. I don't need to see them die, I can hear the screams. Ow! She is too hefty to beat up like that, apparently. A key! That could unlock the chest in the well in the other area. Camera, don't fight me, I'm desperate for help. From here I can theoretically glide anywhere, I assume. If I could see... Woo! I regret my choices. Oh, come on! That's brutal. That was far too close. Broadly speaking, I probably did deserve that. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! No! Genuine fear. Thank you. Oh god! I nearly didn't press the glide button there. Oh, and all the time there was a save point right there. That would have been helpful.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
I love his animation on his eyebrows. However, it is very funny to me that they have clearly gone for the Bethesda tactic of hiring like 2 voice actors. Are you Dr. Shimp? Watch his back. He's got armor. Okay, hang on. Hurt him. There we go. Is that it? No, I have to chase him. It's like the other one. Okay, I understand. Fight me. Ow. Ow! There we go. This is reminding me a lot of... I've been streaming a game called Piglet's Big Game recently. And it is a game that is very much made for toddlers. And I have quite a lot of trouble with the combat in it, which is deeply embarrassing. But it's a similar level of difficulty to this. Kill him. I need to look at his patterns. No! There we go. Die, Shimp. This place is huge. This has so much treasure. I didn't even go one of the ways I needed to go. Ah, I can use a key. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, that feels good. And then I can fly down here and get these 2 chests as well. It is all coming up Millhouse or Spyro. And I'm out here. Oh, 300 of 3. I 100% at another level. I simply can't be stopped. Spyro was a huge hit and spawned 2 more sequels by Insomniac, as well as various reboots and spin-offs. From what I can tell, there's now about 15 games in this series, not including a remake of the first trilogy. It's never really been as well liked as those first 3 games. Insomniac moved on, and the franchise was handed off to other developers with apparently mixed results. It's like when you see a seagull just kind of gently wafting on the breeze and you think, that looks satisfying. And with the defeat of Dr. Shimp, I am willing to call this episode here. I like Spyro, it turns out. This is a great game. What are you showing me your ass? This is a children's game, sir. I mean, there's barely any story. The mechanics are very simple. It's very easy, even for me, a known idiot. But it's just so charming and so responsive and so satisfying to move around, basically. Like the minute-to-minute gameplay, I believe they call it the core gameplay loop, is just so chunky and responsive that it's impossible to dislike it. I really enjoy this and will probably continue playing it off camera. This is great. There's your first impressions review. I mean, nothing really interesting to say beyond it's good, go play it. But it's good, go play it. I will say, I don't like Spyro's voice. I think they maybe should have hired a couple more voice actors. And I question the logic of having the scantily clad pixie women as the save icons. I don't know why that is a thing, but whatever, who cares? Also, what the hell does the dragonfly do? What are you? What is your point? What do you do? Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a lovely time. I did. I've been wrapped in a blanket this whole time with a cup of tea next to me. I'm in a cozy winter mood. I've been ill. If you want to watch more, there's plenty available on the channel. You can also join this channel. It's quite cheap because I don't feel good about charging money for this, to be totally honest. But it would help financially, and you can if you want to show some appreciation. At some point, I might do early access to videos once I get a backlog in place, basically. Also, maybe some behind the scenes stuff. Either way, watching and subscribing and liking and commenting and joining, all of these things are very helpful and nice and make me feel good in my little body. So, I'll see you again for the next video, which probably won't be anything near as famous and mainstream as this. Bye!